Greetings, friends and fellow cigar box guitar enthusiasts. Del Puckett here, and I just read my email that says, dude, check your post office box. So I am going to head down to the post office box to get my swap guitar right now. You want to come along? See if I can get my dogs to come with us. Come on, dogs, let's go for a ride. Dude, they're automatic, dude. They jump in the truck so fast, dude. They're like, heck yeah, dude, we ain't gonna miss out on nothing. We ain't gonna miss out on nothing. All right, let's go. Post office. Yay. What do you think, dogs? You like driving 100 miles an hour? Huh? Yeah. Huh? See? Postage due? I think I gotta pick up a package. It's postage due?
Yes.
Oh no, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? What do you think, dogs? Huh? Postage due. All right, let's get this bad boy home. All right, let's get this bad boy opened up and sound checked. The suspense is killing me. All right, here we go. I don't know if it's the upside down or right side up. Maybe the label's on the top side. Let me just do it from the top side. All right, so we are packaged rather well. Oh, well. Guys, what the heck? Oh. OMG. What? Guys, I think I've been outdone. I think I've been outdone. Wow. Okay. Yikes. Dang, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Can you check that out, dude? This is what you call a collector's item. Oh, that is actually, is that actually aluminum foil? All right, I'm going to do some tuning up and some investigating the tonal options that I hear it in my head already. I can hear it. What is this? I know this is like a drum to a paint can or something. Maybe something volatile. Gosh, would I love to reverse engineer this thing. Wow. Looks like there's a piezo. If I didn't see this wire right here, or maybe it's just a ground wire. I would think maybe there's a piezo. It's probably the ground wire. Probably the ground wire. All right, let's tune it up. Tear it up. All right, guys. Well, I have to be honest, right? You would not respect me or appreciate me if I was not honest. And so you guys know that I am a stickler for intonation. Okay, well, this guy is not intonated. Okay, so what is intonation actually all about? We'll see these things here. How they have the adjusting pieces here. These are screws that pull these saddle pieces back and forward, right? And so this is what they call an adjustable bridge. So maybe I can try to intonate it by adjusting these guys. Hopefully I can. If not, I might have to reposition this guy, because the goal is to get the harmonics to line up directly over this 12th fret. So I tuned it up and check the harmonics and hit the note, and you can see it's sharp. So if it's sharp, that means this guy needs to go back to lengthen it or to lower the note, so that you want the same note at the 12th fret as you do open. So it's sometimes it's tricky, you know what I'm saying? It's tricky because it's a balancing act, right? You're constantly moving these things around to get these dadgum harmonics to line up exactly over the 12th fret. And there's no such thing as perfect, but there's closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. So yeah, so this guy is way off. Here's a chord down at the bottom. And again, I'm trying to get it in tune, right? Just using my ear. Now I'm going to go up above the 12th fret, and that chord should ring true, right? Yeah, so we're here, that it's out of tune. It wants to go down, right? So that means I got to move this guy back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to intonate this guy. We're going to take this saddle, move these pieces back. We're going to get those harmonics to line up over the 12th fret, and then we'll revisit the sound check. Okay, the bad news is that I'm going to have to reposition this saddle piece, because you can see here I've got this thing moved back as far as I can. Then the string actually comes up right there, so I can't go any farther back. And plus the spring is compressed all the way. And if you listen to the notes, here's the open. Here's the 12th. Dun, 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 dun. Right, so that means I need to move it back further this way. So I might have to, it's not the end of the world, guys. It's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna have to rethink this bridge here. Hey, but guys, check this out. So this guitar was built by Don Coakley and Old Stogies. What a cool logo that is, huh? Old Stogies. I'm gonna read you this note here. The lacquer, can, and plywood from Craig's Cabinet Shop. Now I did see on here it says Craig's Cabinet Shop. So shout out to Craig's Cabinet Shop. Tuners from the CBGG. Knobs and humbucker from Timu. Neck from Musicians Exchange. This neck is spot on, guys. I checked it out, dude, and it's luxuriously straight. Bridge from who knows where. Dale, I hope you enjoy it. I had a fantastic time building it. Dude, I could tell. Dude, this is freaking awesome. Awesome. So anyhow, so I am going to get the opportunity to do some reverse engineering, which I actually love reverse engineering just because I like to peek under the hoods to see what other guys got going on here. I'm curious to see how this thing is connected. I can see there's wood here. Obviously these are bolt-on necks, so it's obviously got to be bolted on somehow, right? So I'm going to respectfully, carefully, I'm going to take this thing apart just because I'm curious, man. I'm curious. I mean, I personally enjoy your how-to videos. You taught me a thing or two. All right, so this is the third thing I'm teaching you here, buddy. You got to. This guy's got to be in the exact. Dude, it's exact, man. It's like there's like a razor thin edge where this guy's got to be exactly right in order to get those harmonics to line up right over the 12th fret. And it's a struggle, and I know the struggle is real. So, as we're going to do now, we are going to take our time systematically, methodically, carefully, creatively. So I took the strings off and I managed to get the bridge off. And look at this fabrication, man. This is like a little spacer that was used to elevate the bridge to the right height. So there's a lot of work, a lot of detail. My gosh, that's awesome. And then I measured the scale. And how you measure the scale is you measure from the nut, exactly at the nut, to the 12th fret. And this is 12 3/4, which means you double that, you're gonna get 25 1/2. So I put this little red line here at the position where the saddle should be theoretically. And you can see these string holes here. These here are where the strings are coming out. So I'm going to have to move the string hole back. So if I do another drill through, which I probably should do, just because that's what the original idea was, string through. So I'll do it back here, maybe about a 1/2 inch back. That way I get enough ramp. And then I'm just going to build a custom saddle, just because there's no room for this guy to go back, because it's as far back as it can go to match up with those holes. So typically I don't use these kinds of bridges for various reasons. Number one, they're notorious for like always having to be adjusted, right? These little screws here are the height screws, and if those screws become loose and they don't touch the bottom, then you get vibrations, like when they tilt like that. Then you lose sustain because there's not a whole lot of contact between the string and what's underneath it. So yeah, I mean, they're a great design because they solve a lot of intonation problems, because you can adjust each string to be perfect. But since we're only dealing with 3 strings typically anyway, I've just found it easier and more effective, in my opinion, to go with just a straight acoustic style saddle. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to re-drill the holes, move everything back, and then I still got to figure out a way to ground it. So I'm going to have to ground the string somehow. So maybe I'm going to have to give it some thought here. So I will be thinking off camera. I ended up drilling holes for the strings here, and I went ahead and used the rivet idea there. And since this little plastic spacer is just like the right height and the screw holes and everything line up, I figured I'm just going to go with a traditional saddle. And this actually came off a normal guitar. And what I did here is I drilled a hole right in the center of that plastic thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. You can see that hole right there. And I routed that ground wire up through there, and then drilled a hole in the saddle so that the wire would come straight up to right underneath there. And I found a nice rusty old nail. I filed off the rust and fitted it for size. I think it's going to work pretty good. It's going to give me a good action. So, the strings I'm using here are these. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Safarzo. So yeah, so these are going to be Safarzo strings. Watch this string wiggle. Isn't that crazy? I got the postage due blues, yeah. This thing keeps popping out. One of the other little upgrades I did is put these screws here to keep this thing down tight, and then also the four corners, just give everything just that super stable, non-rattly power. And check out these harmonics way up here on the top. So here's a close-up of the saddle configuration. Now you can see that red line. That red line is exactly where the saddle should be at 25.5 inches. And you can see that it's on the treble side, it's pretty accurate, but on the bass side, you're still gonna need about another ½ inch further back than the 25.5. So that's just physics, I guess, math. I don't know. I can't explain it, but that's what it looks like, as far as the angle goes, anyway. So thank you so much, Don Coakley. Oh my gosh, this has been such a treat, such a treat. The sound of this thing is amazing. That humbucker is just fat, fat, fat. So I'm thinking get some buttons for a strap that we can get all janky. Because I had so much fun participating in this year's great CBG builder swap off. I will definitely be looking forward to the next one. All right, guys, you know what to do. Take care. Stay tuned. God bless. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.